morning to all. Bonjour too. National Physical Laboratory welcomes you all in the International Conference on Acoustics, Acoustics 2013, organized by CSIR National Physical Laboratory, Acoustical Society of India ASI, and French Acoustical Society SFA. As per our tradition, we would like to inaugurate the conference with the ceremonial lamp lighting. And for this, I would request all our guest dignitaries to please come on the stage. I request Professor Budhani, Director NPL and Patron Acoustics 2013, to please escort our chief guest, Dr. V.K. Saraswat and Dr. Burton Dubus. Then I request Dr. Sen Gupta and Dr. Mahavir Singh to please accompany Professor Minal Zakaria and Dr. V. Rajendran to the stage. Please proceed for lamp lighting. I request you to please take your seats in the dais. Flowers express those beautiful emotions that can never be expressed by words. So let's welcome our guest by flowers. I request Ms. Bhumika to please present a bouquet to our chief guest, Dr. Saraswat, and welcome him. Welcome, sir. Ms. Kaveri is now requested to present flowers to Dr. Burton Dubus. Welcome, sir. Now we call Ms. Bhumika to please honor Professor Minal Zakaria with a bouquet. Welcome, sir. Ms. Kaveri, please present a bouquet to Dr. V. Rajendran and welcome him. Welcome, sir. We have with us on the dais Professor R.C. Budhani, Director NPL and Patron Acoustics 2013. I take the pleasure to invite him for the welcome remarks of this conference. Professor Budhani, please.
Dr. V.K. Saraswat, our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Burton Dubus, Professor Minal Zakaria, Dr. V. Rajendran, my colleagues, Professor Sen Gupta and Dr. Singh, our guests, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. It is a matter of great pleasure for me to welcome you to this international conference, Acoustics 2013, which is being organized by the National Physical Laboratory, along with a group of scientists from France and various other academic institutions of India. I see a large number of guests from overseas. So to them, I would like to say a few words about this laboratory. The National Physical Laboratory is the oldest publicly funded physics lab of this country. It was established in 1947, 6 months before the country got independence from the colonial rule. Our funding comes from the Government of India through our umbrella organization called the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. The CSIR runs 37 laboratories across the length and breadth of India. And these laboratories are grouped depending on their specialty. So we have labs in the area of physical sciences, chemical sciences, engineering sciences, biological sciences, and information sciences. The NPL also enjoys a very special status in the country. We are the National Meteorology Institute of India. The likes of LNE in France, PTV in Germany, and the NIST in the United States. We have roughly 200 scientists, about 500 technical staff and administrative staff, and approximately 250 students who are project assistants, research interns, our graduate students, postdocs, and project associates. So the student number is increasing, and we also run our own graduate program through the Academy of Scientific and Innovative Research called ACSIR. So all the students get their degree from here, and here we also have a MTech program in the area of electronic materials. As I said, we are the National Meteorology Institute of India. So our responsibility, primary responsibility is meteorology, the science of precision measurements, and standards. And as you know, the standards evolve with time. The degree of precision that you achieve in a particular measurement today is going to change. It changes, becomes more precise as you move with time, and that puts an enormous challenge in front of us to keep pace with all those developments and stay at the forefront of meteorology and precision measurement science. In the area of acoustics and ultrasonics and vibrations, we have a very strong program. It started way back in the 50s, and we maintain primary standards of acoustics and ultrasonics. We can provide a complete frequency distribution of various kinds of noises, as well as all various kinds of melodies coming from large number of musical instruments. We also serve the Indian industry, the government agencies, the strategic sector, and the consumer of India in the field of acoustics, ultrasonics, vibrations, and sound. This is just a part of our meteorology activity. There are many other areas, for example, the primary standard of time, electrical standards like electrical current, resistance, voltage. Similarly, physico-mechanical variables like temperature, pressure, force. So entire activity in these areas is concentrated here. Now, the meteorology activity is looked after by about 40% of our scientists. And the remaining are working in the frontiers of material science, quantum physics, atmospheric sciences, meteorology and chemistry, and a variety of energy-related technologies. For example, we have a division called Physics of Energy Harvesting, which looks after new and renewable energy technologies, particularly solar energy. Solar energy both from the point of view of storage as well as generation, using various kinds of solar cell devices, starting from crystalline silicon all the way to new technologies based on quantum dots. And then we have a division on physics of engineering materials, and they are, again, at the moment, focusing on energy-related technologies, for example, rare earth-free hard magnets, thermoelectrics, lightweight, high-strength alloys, carbon-carbon composites, fuel cells, lithium-ion batteries, and a variety of other battery-related technologies. And then we have a division which is also very old, started in the 50s, radio and atmospheric sciences, and they have a large number of techniques to address current problems in the area of pollution, how to control weather conditions, how the pollution affects the weather, and also radio transmission to the atmosphere and ionosphere. We also have a program in the area of quantum physics, which also maintains quantum standards of electrical variables like resistance and voltage, as well as works in the area of low temperature physics, superconductivity and related issues, plus quantum optics. In the last few years, we have created a large number of state-of-the-art facilities here. So I would request you, whenever you get a little bit of spare time, please go around and see these facilities, and your visits to these labs will encourage our students to commit themselves and produce better and better results. I would also like to suggest that this is the best time to be in Delhi. It is neither too cold, neither too hot, best weather conditions to go around. And there is one more reason to be in Delhi just during this time. It has nothing to do with the position of our planet with respect to the sun. It has something to do with the vibrancy of Indian democracy, because very soon we are going to have elections in Delhi, Delhi state elections. So you will see the energy with which people are trying to work for democratic values in the country. You will get a chance. Maybe you will even see people who are going to file their nomination papers riding a very decorated elephant or horses. You will see people wearing all kinds of headgears, all kinds of noise. Decibel is very high in the city, so it's appropriate for this conference to study sound and vibrations in the city of Delhi. And I would also like to tell you that this is one of the oldest cities of the world, about 4,000 years history, and you will get a glimpse of that history at every corner of Delhi. So please take advantage of that, and there are many, many very important sites to visit. So with these words, I welcome you again to National Physical Laboratory, and our organizing committee, very active group of people. They will take care of all your problems in case you have any, and I'm sure they will all take very good care of you here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. A. Sengupta, Chairman Acoustics 2013, to please come and brief us about the conference for which we all have assembled here. Dr. Sengupta.
Good morning. Distinguished Chief Guest Dr. V.K. Saraswat, Dr. Burton Tutu, Professor M. Zakaria, Dr. A.S. Rajendran, our Director, Professor R.C. Budhani, Dr. Mahavir Singh, distinguished delegates to the conference, my colleagues from NPL, ladies and gentlemen. I spend a few minutes describing to you the some features about this conference. Our first look at the program shows that the main goal of the CSIR National Physical Laboratory, Acoustics Society of India and the French Acoustic Society have been very successfully reached, namely to provide a mutual deep insight into the acoustics activity, R&D activity in acoustics in both India and France. We have already had yesterday one exclusive tutorial session on the first day of the conference, that is Sunday, for noise control measures. This consisted of 8 selected tutorial lectures to give complete solution to the Indian diesel generator industries. I understand that this exclusive tutorial session was eminently successful. There were several talks and the EC meetings, etc. following this tutorial session in the evening were extremely well carried out. Coming to the main conference, we've had a very overwhelming response to this conference. There are a large number of papers, and this has permitted building up a very challenging and exciting program over the 5 days. We have 4 plenary lectures, 45 structured sessions, 300 oral presentations, including 17 distinguished lectures, and we have as many as 3 poster sessions with 73 poster presentations. So there is a lot of material that's going to be covered in the coming 4 days that you are here. The participation shows the attractiveness of the Indian acoustics for scientists from all over the world. We have delegates from several countries abroad, 19 participating countries, important foreign participation from France 17%, several other countries 8%, and of course the participation from India is about 75%. In addition, you've already been given an advanced proceedings in your registration material. In addition to this, an information booklet will also be distributed to the participants in order to trigger future bilateral cooperation. This booklet will include a short description of all Indian and French companies, universities, research labs, and government agencies in all areas of acoustics, and who's who in acoustics in India and France. A series of 10 special CFIPRA IFC PAR Indo-French Center for the Promotion of Advanced Research workshops are organized on Wednesday afternoon that will investigate possible collaborations in all areas of acoustics by all participants of this domain. Acoustics 2013 is promising to be a unique platform for Indian, French, and other national industries, academic institutions, enforcing authority, medical fraternity, etc. And this provides a platform to meet, exchange, and trigger future collaborations between the different researchers in this domain, particularly between different countries. So, ladies and gentlemen, I could go on and on with a lot of other details, but I think you'll experience all the very exciting programs that we have planned for you over the next 4 days. In addition, let me just say on behalf of the entire local organizing committee that a big group of us in the local organizing committee, primarily spearheaded by Dr. Mahavir Singh, who is the convener of this local organizing committee. All of us have worked very hard to make this organization a great success. We hope you have a very fruitful, enjoyable stay here. In case you have any difficulties, please do not hesitate to come to any one of us for your problems. And as Dr. Pradhani just mentioned, that this is perhaps the best time of the year to be in Delhi. It's not very cold, it's not the summer heat in Delhi. So it's perhaps the best time, to enjoy your snacks and lunch and dinners and banquets that we have laid that we've planned for you over the next 4 days. So with these few words, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will enjoy your stay here and your deliberations here will be very fruitful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Here, I would like to extend invitation to Dr. V. Rajendran, President, Acoustical Society of India, to please address the conference. Sir, please.
Respected Chief Guest of this Acoustic 2000 conference, Dr. V.K. Saraswat, former scientific advisor, Defense Research Development Organization, Government of India, President Dr. Bertrand Dubas, President of French Acoustical Society of France, SFA, Dr. Manuel Zakaria, the coordinating chair of this Acoustic 2013, and the most beloved, the director, Dr. Budani, Director of National Physical Laboratory, who has readily accepted our invitation and request to host this conference, and Dr. Sengupta, the chairman of the organizing committee, and my dear friend and colleague Dr. Mahavir. I join hands with the director NPL in welcoming you for this one of the interesting and futuristic conference on acoustics effectively made by Acoustical Society of India and the French Acoustical Society for the first time in the history of Acoustical Society of India. At this juncture, before giving a brief about our Acoustical Society of India, I would like to recall the distinguished and uncommendable, dedicated, hard works made by our past presidents, Professor A.S. Rajagopal, Dr. V.K. Apre, Dr. Srinivasan, Professor Dr. S. Narayanan, Professor Dr. Munjal, Dr. Bhujangarao, Dr. V. Mohanan, Dr. S.S. Agarwal, and Dr. B.V. Rao, and Dr. Kameswaran, who are still supporting our Acoustical Society of India conference as a living legend in India for the upliftment of our society. I salute you, sir. You know, this Acoustical Society of India started in 1971, and we have, as of now, more than 850 effective, dedicated fellows, those who are working with this society as a member, fellow, distinguished fellow, etc. And main aim of this society is to motivate the young minds, those who are working in the field of acoustics in India, to bring up their innovative ideas to showcase to the nation, both in India and as well as abroad. With this, we have been organizing annual conferences in different parts of India, being a large country, workshops through various chapters and different locations. In addition to that, we would like to identify the notable service done by the individual to the society and as well as to the field of acoustics, namely by means of giving memorial lectures, by inviting peoples, namely Dr. M.S. Narayana Memorial Lecture, and as well as Dr. Rais Ahmed Memorial Lecture, respectively in the field of acoustics and speech and hearing. Every year, it is one of the special feature of this national symposium. In addition to that, we do have honoring the personality who is going to make a distinguished service, namely Dr. Bhagwandam Award, as well as the Distinguished Service Award to the Acoustical Society of India. And in addition